Hello and welcome, everybody. We are back. While certain things are going on in the depths of the underworld, as it were, we're going to transition to a different actor, as it were. A certain biomechanical entity known as Kant. Through certain means that are known to those that fight the contagion, you have been able to locate the individuals that have survived and are attempting to rendezvous with them. You have just found your way down, the underworld being somewhat confusing at times, even for someone such as yourself. The large grub-like sentry has rolled to give you entry into what is described as the Cavern of Flames. He has given you a certain set of rules to follow. And the floor is yours, Gavin.
Kant is going to traverse the path forward. He's on a mission to find the survivors. We're going forward.
Quick question. Has Kant just foregone using covers at this point, or is he in cover?
He has not foregone using cover. He's definitely throwing them away a lot more than he used to. And his covers are far lazier. As he walks down these halls, I mean, he's borrowed the ethereal flesh of some ghosts scattered along in distant, from before. And while he's walking down these halls in the cover of a ghost, it's not very convincing to anyone who actually looks at him. The features are very dull, very bland, and just they don't hold up to any ghost, but to a human they might hold up. But well, even a vague-looking ghost is drawing less attention than a large mechanical spider traversing the underworld. And I don't think I'd fit in these tunnels anyways.
Go ahead and give me wits plus survival. As we all know.
Survival. Oh, is actually a really bad roll. I don't have any survival.
I'll know that this cavern's a little convoluted.
Guys, I'm getting lost.
So, we all know what that means. Somebody steps off the path. Hold on one. Technical issues.
Gonna get grabbed by the moth.
100% gonna get grabbed by the moth.
Mothra's coming.
I have an embed. We're good.
Would you like to roll? Oh wait, what is your defense? No way. You wouldn't get your defense. This would technically be a surprise.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
So, we are going to make a nice little dice roll here.
I mean, we don't have to.
I do. Much as you wish I didn't. do, 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 do. Doing that silly wound penalty thing again.
Don't
You've
give it so much
already
health.
exceptionally succeeded. You don't. It doesn't matter.
Rub salt in the wound.
I didn't, and I didn't give it a lot of health. It doesn't have a lot of health. So, that being said, can't. Your feet are no longer touching the ground, and suddenly you find yourself roughly about 30 to 40 feet near the cavern's roof, ceiling. As you look above yourself, you see a very large moth. It's probably the best word.
I mean, how does he? Definitely don't want to be here, but it did just grab me, so I'm gonna see if it's trying to be hostile, and if so, then I think we might need to make some evasive maneuvers.
You broke the rule. You hear what sounds like a voice, but moths don't talk. At least in your general experience. But it is a voice, and really there's only one entity it could be coming from.
I think you're misunderstanding. See, the path I'm walking here is walking all of them. We're exploring. We're seeing everything there is to see. There's no rule been broken, for I have not finished my path. Who are you to say what direction it takes? And I'm gonna try to use authorize to convince it a little more.
Ooh, that's gonna...
Interesting.
Is that a clash of wills here?
It's manipulation, intimidation, minus highest intelligence present.
Power.
So it's a ghost, so its intelligence is gonna be like 10, so I'm gonna fail, but I'm gonna try anyways.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a 9.
Oh.
Alright.
You were very close.
Alright, manipulation, intimidation. This isn't enough. We could, I could willpower to get a flat roll, to get not a chance die, but... Okay. Damn. Didn't work. He doesn't believe me.
You don't decide the paths here. I do. Or in my realm. Not yours. Now. You do something for me. As penance. The world above is dying. That means the flames above are not being attended to. I need you to start tending to the flames above. Each flame you tend to above will grow stronger, and then once it does patter out, it'll come back here. I want to fill this place with glorious fire. You will have to do this for 3 years. I think that's a decent amount of time.
Let's just see if the world lasts 3 years.
If the world does not last 3 years, then when you inevitably come down here, you will have to tend the flames. All ghosts return down here. If that is what you are, it's what you are trying to pretend to be at the very least.
The point still stands. We'll see if this place lasts 3 years.
It has existed longer than most places. I don't foresee an end.
Flame eventually runs out of fuel.
Well, thankfully, this place is not made of flame. It is made of stone. So, do we have an accord?
You'll have your flame, and I grow so very tired of being sent on these missions.
Now, to avoid you mistakenly walking off the path again and me having to punish you again, where is the road that you follow taking you?
I have been sent to locate a band of misfits, perhaps you might call them. Survivors of our group. Do I know who survived? Or do I just know that there were survivors?
I would say you probably just know there are survivors unless you have an ability that would allow you to know who they are.
You memorize
If I do-
footprints.
I mean, demons have eidetic memory, but like,
That wouldn't help you know who survived.
yeah. Also, yeah, that still has to be footprints to see.
They are the living ones, I'm guessing, that are down here. Well, living is somewhat of a strong term. One of them lives. The other two, well, one is most definitely dead. The other one, well, is sort of in between. And it begins to change its flight path, and eventually you see what looks to be a Stone Age village, as it were. And on that note, as the moth approaches the village, we're gonna switch back. Röslein and Tiago, who are witnessing Igor, who is now collapsed to the ground and curled into a ball clutching at his chest.
I recall Rose was looking for something to hit him with. To knock him into lucidity like the crash did.
Tordor kind of sees you eyeing the inside of his hut, where he has tools that definitely could be used for poking and smacking, and puts the large clawed arm between you and the doorway. We may need to escape very shortly.
He's just having a bit of heartburn. What's wrong?
You see that Tordor is looking around as if desperately trying to find the words. Let's put it this way. You have life and you have death.
Me.
Death is the opposite of life. Let's just say he was an agent of death. I'm using very simple terms here because I don't know how to explain it to somebody that doesn't have the knowledge we do, as some of the wise. He essentially consumed something that bolstered his connection to death and is becoming something else.
So he ate something and it's coming back on him. That's heartburn.
Not quite.
Sometimes I think it's just easier just to say yes.
It's at this point that Igor's physical form begins to, for lack of a better word, peel away. Where once there was a person, I don't want to call it a black hole because there's not any sort of gravitational pull, pulling things in. There's just an opening black void. So as the person falls away, there just seems to be nothing filling the space.
Well, there he goes. Now what?
At this point. You are going to get hit, Röslein.
Me?
Not just you, but also Tordor and Tiago.
Hit with what?
That's the question everybody wants to know. What is everybody's defense?
15.
15?
I've lost my character sheet. I closed it like an idiot. To 5.
I don't know how I would necessarily do a group attack in this case, but I think... No, I can only click one. I had to make sure of that real quick. Yeah, okay. So, I guess I have to do it one at a time. So, for Tiago. Seven. For,
Ooh,
7 watts.
that's quite the dice pool.
for Röslein.
7 watts.
Is this like a shock wave that can be seen, or is this just... Hey,
Wait, how did it... Okay, no, it didn't jump up. I was like, wait, how did it jump up? I don't know how that one works.
I don't know either, but
You don't like it.
I don't like it.
Tordor.
Well, he vaporized.
Guys, the Abyss is winning. I win. Igor win.
What manner of damage is this?
Lethal damage.
Even to vampires?
Even to vampires.
1, 2, 3.
As literal void.
Okay, so I've tracked bashing. Do I need to roll stamina or defense?
Dice can't pass out, I don't think.
Wait, that's one thing.
When you
No, I don't know.
say you've tracked bashing, it deals lethal damage to you as well.
No, but what I mean is that I'm completely full of bashing, and then it's rolled over as well. So I've only got. So that was.
So some of that went into ag then?
No, not yet. So I had 4. I had 4 bashing. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I would like
2,
to
3, 4, 5,
spend a Vitae to reduce said damage with resilience.
Okay. As, quite honestly, Tordor gets vaporized by abyssal energy. For lack of a better word, this void that has replaced Igor is devouring everything around it.
It's still going.
Yes. Oh, also, I forgot to ask a question here. Jack, what is Ishmael's defense?
Oh, good question.
I need to make a roll against Ishmael.
Isn't he just Twilight? Technically?
I don't have his old. Oh, I haven't done his old stats.
I mean, he's manifested, but he's still in you. Yes.
It's also the Abyss, so rules don't exist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I haven't updated his sheet. I can go into the other game quickly if you want, but
It's on your rules.
If you could, because
yeah, for sure.
I need at least a guesstimation of his defense.
Let's have a look. Few more games.
Well, defense for ghosts is normally resistance, right?
Yeah, but he has got no stats.
No, it's finesse.
Oh, finesse. Sorry.
So it's just the finesse stat.
Yeah.
This is the point I find out I never actually did it first time around either. So finesse is 7.
Did Tordor not have any defense?
There's a modifier on that. There's a plus modifier, so that's why you see +1 minus.
He has negative defense?
No, as in you had a defense of 15. That's why the modifier was negative. 10 was because some of the modifier ate that.
Oh, I see.
His defense ate some of the modifier. Not a lot of it. Now, because he does have some defenses, I will say this is only bashing damage.
Right. I'm just going to make a note of this. So it's 14 bashing.
As Tiago, you would also notice this is probably the first time you've ever seen Ishmael actually get hit by something.
Yeah, that safe like dents inwards, like nothing seems to do it. It's just like the metal's like bowing in on itself. And this is still going on, right?
Yes, you're not gonna take damage from it again at this moment. I would like perception checks. And how much do you reduce the damage by with resilience, Röslein?
By my dots, which is currently 3.
So take 8. Lethal.
Yes, indeed.
Still not great.
Still not great,
I
but
don't-
I'm not in torpor.
I don't see anything.
Oh yeah, Swiss composure. Let's see.
Oh,
What do I see? I see 2 things.
You hear the rush of wind from up above. Or rushing wind coming from above.
And another dragon?
As you look up, Rosal, I'm guessing you look up.
Yes.
You see
Looking for another threat.
you see a very large moth holding a rather plain-looking ghost in its legs. The moth's about the size of the dragon.
Well, Röslein is getting ready to attack whatever's coming. So she's got claws out and everything. She's ready for... If they're allies, they're dying. I mean, if they're allies of the... Whatever just hit her.
Can't you see people you recognize? Yeah, I wouldn't say you know them, but you recognize them. You know who they are. You also see essentially, well, a void into nothingness growing and lashing out, destroying everything anywhere near it.
Man, I really drew the short end of the short stick this time. Well, Moth, I think this is the location, and I don't think we're going to be sticking around too long after this.
And I suppose I have to deal with whatever that thing is down there? Or will you be cleaning up your own mess?
It's not my mess. I only just got here.
I'm sure this is the remnants of somebody that was once part of your group.
Their failures are not my mess.
And literally just kind of
He narrated his way out of responsibility.
Moth literally drops you, not like from a high distance, but kind of swoops down, drops him right in front of Röslein and Tiago before flitting back up into the air and begins to circle.
Rose is gonna spend Vitae to heal.
At this point, unless everybody wants to take another hit, I would suggest you need to back up.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna
Yes.
actually I'll sort of push Röslein ahead.
Are you sure about that?
Sorry?
You're touching Rose. We're giving you.
I've said it.
You
I've
said
said
it.
it.
She's gonna take a swipe at you. It's kind of an automatic thing, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Just one lethal.
Ah, that's fine. I can
But she does snarl at you. Don't touch me!
then run.
Mark off my damage. Remove. Remove damage. Healing.
Are you
How
running?
much,
Yes, running.
It's Can't running with them.
Kant has seen enough odd things to know he doesn't want to be standing right here. He, Yeah, Kant's gonna follow.
Within moments, you see. If you turn back and look, does anybody turn back and look?
Yeah, Rose is kind of
I'll make sure they
jumping
go
back.
as well.
Yeah.
Death isn't quite as much concern for Tiago in
The
that hole.
entire Stone Age village is consumed by blackness now.
Growing steadily.
Yes.
That looks like a problem.
It's not. Right now, we survive.
Okay, not our problem then.
Yeah. Any further business to take care of down here? I see your expedition was met with almost defeat, as the entire band of individuals we left are all dead, except for you two.
I still killed the dragon.
Say again, Tiago.
Now's not the time. Move.
Well, do we need to be down here, or are we going back up? Because if we're going back up, I have an alternative route we can take.
Pass this way.
I've been out. Wait, what time is it out?
They're clearly panicking, so Kant's just gonna follow them as they run away.
It did sound like they stated there were a couple of questions. What time of day is it out there, and fastest way?
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know what time of day it is because I'm down here.
Nobody knows what time of day it is right now.
You were out there.
What time of day was it when I came down?
That's an answer, as Tiago knows.
I'm going to say to Rose, I don't mind making a roll for this, but basically, if it's daylight, I want to direct her to a mausoleum.
Is that a thing?
Mausoleum?
I mean, like directing.
We don't have to
What's
go to the
around the
surface.
Avenian?
We can go to wherever we want. You want to go to the shadow? We can go there.
I need a decision of where you're going now, or if you're just continuing to run. And in that case, I need a wit survival by whoever's or whatever role you want to use to navigate the underworld.
Do we need? Are we like out of the caverns of flame? And that's kind of navigation, or?
Yes, that kind of navigation.
I mean, can I assist?
I would assume you're probably leading if this is a navigation underworld role.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So if anybody wants to assist Tiago, that would be the question.
I will spend a willpower on it as well.
What role is it?
Wit survival.
Survival. Rose will try to assist. I think it's that way. With one success.
So that's one bonus die.
No, I was still in chance time.
Go.
Whatever. I'm not getting you anything. Sorry.
It's still going to be one.
3 successes. Because I'm rolling -3.
You're able to navigate towards the surface where you understand that it would, if you can get the ovarian gate open here, it would lead into a mausoleum. Somewhere in Brazil.
There are mausoleums in Brazil?
Oh, it's a massive Catholic country, undoubtedly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't think of that, actually.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You're like, wait, okay, never mind. Ignore me.
Yeah, devout Catholic. So yeah, I'll. So we're back on the surface, right?
You need to get the ovarian gate open first.
We're out of the cave.
Oh, okay. What's the check on the Avenian gate?
Is there a... I thought you could just leave. No, you can enter. You can enter easily. Leaving's hard.
What's the check on that? Or does anyone have a page number? Because I don't.
I'd have
guys to open.
Let me see if I can open the book and find it. It's erased.
Yeah, because I can't spell Avarian correctly.
We
Neither
could
can
just rip
I.
the gate.
Which
Crossing back, page 200.
thank you.
Hmm. You may use a doom.
Boom.
Ooh.
May suffer the key's doom to open an Avarian gate when crossing back.
Yeah, we need out. I will. Yeah, I'll buy into that. Which key? I don't even know which keys I've got. Where I put?
There's also picking the lock, which is basically a ceremony.
Or kick the door down, crash the gates.
Strictly speaking, I'm not even sure if Crash the Gates lets you go back to the mortal world. Because it doesn't, it specify, like, theoretically you can, but it doesn't.
It says it's listed underneath crossing back.
Yeah, destroying the gate.
Um,
Destroying the gate opens it, creating the underworld gate condition until the end of the story.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, there's probably a second thing called Crash the Gate.
Yeah, I've got Crash the Gates. Yeah, so that's where you.
I was just thinking of the demon one.
That's essentially you literally blow it up. So yeah, this is. I don't know where my key. I don't know what keys I've got.
Keys, I think at least one is tied to you.
Yes.
Yes, I'll have that one, but
Probably
the hungry,
the
I'm
blood
the hungry.
one or the hunger.
The hungry. Okay. There we go. I was like, what are they called?
Um, sorry about this. I completely forgot about keys.
Been a while.
You're like, what do
Yeah.
keys do again? I don't think it's something we ever even touched in actual Geist.
No,
Not
for
really,
sure.
no.
Any of us used them.
Okay, let's see. Using keys. Keys enhance. Let's see. Keys to open a Vernon. It tells you everything you need about keys, but not.
But not how to use them.
No, it tells you how to use
A
them.
resonant. It's 121.
121. Yeah. Okay.
Has
Keys.
1 and 8 key. Okay, so it's just a bound. Has an innate key representing the manner in which they died. Okay, so
And I think you had the key of blood.
I did, yeah. So let's have a look. The doom of that is dramatically fail an action to avoid violence.
So, AKA, you will, when you try to avoid violence, you will fight.
Yeah.
All right. You accept the doom?
I accept the doom. Let's open the Avonian gate.
Throw open the gate and into a mausoleum. I'm assuming you slam the gate shut afterwards.
Absolutely, yeah. Once everyone's through, obviously.
The gate closes. leaving the three of you standing on the other side. You didn't think about this before, Tiago, but there's a very plain-looking ghost standing with you. The one that had
Sorry,
been
I
following
lost
you
loads
on the
of
way out.
Sorry, I lost loads of that. So, um,
Sorry, what?
everything went absolutely silent for me for a minute, so I lost everything you said. But I'm assuming we're just in there with this ghost that I haven't never seen before.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is he
So yeah,
ghost as in Twilight? I can't see him.
Yeah, I'm actually back in Twilight now that we're out of the underworld.
Woo, well, that was something. Where'd the other guy go?
he's here. Look, I don't know who you are, but you seem to know a lot about us.
Correct? Can't be giving away identities to everyone. Now, let me go back and switch into something that is physical here. The girl's not asleep, so this one will not do for now.
Do I need to hit you in the head? Are you talking to yourself now like the other one?
No, he's saying he's going to change. How much do we know about demons, by the way?
As little as they could get away with telling you, essentially.
He's one of the. So I will say he's one of them.
You
It's one of them.
You would also.
Just
Sorry. Can't you would also have access to one of the blanks that
Yeah, I assume I've just got a generic body that I've hijacked at some point.
Blackfire thing.
yeah,
I've got
one
a
of the
couple of them in my pocket, you know.
one of the
Very
black fire
disposable.
blanks, essentially.
Yeah, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to essentially leave the mausoleum and then walk back in, but with a different cover. You know, just pretending like it's not complete compromise anyways, you know.
you're leaving the mausoleum.
Yes, I'm going to
The
walk out the
sealed
front door.
mausoleum.
Hmm?
The mausoleum.
It's sealed, isn't it?
Doesn't
Or
it have a
something?
door?
It's sealed. No, they're sealed. They're burial chambers.
Alright, I'm going to go around the corner then.
And then just walk back around in a very generic you
Suit and tie, you know.
yeah, you just look like a Fed.
Yep.
Like I say, one of those. The ones that kept changing.
Oh,
Have to
Is,
pretend at least like we're still inconspicuous at the end of the world.
Yeah, because right now that's the biggest problem.
If I really wanted to try to pretend to be inconspicuous, I would not have changed. Nor would I be talking to you like I am. No, I drew the short end of the stick to come find whoever survived the crash. I have
Welcome to
found
the
you.
party. Welcome to the party.
What is the situation? How have you proceeded so far? You to deal with the undeath variant.
In a way, I believe, yes. Dealt with.
is Rose still drenched in ghost goo?
Yes.
Okay. So she's
It's
kind
not
of
blossom.
clawing her hair out, just kind of straighten it. I killed a dragon. Is that what we were supposed to do?
What we're supposed to do, and that is where it's supposed to end.
Then I go in all. Oh.
Well, if it was the theories were correct, the dragon is being dead should weaken it.
I don't know what happened to it. It was the other one. He the two of them almost combined. And then that what you saw in there.
Yes. What?
That nothingness.
The-
I don't know. I don't know.
Hmm.
Your guess is as good as mine.
In a way,
Your
it'd
guess is-
probably be better, but I do not know either.
Your
I
guess
only
is
saw
good.
it very briefly.
Yeah,
It was the hobo.
So now, with that,
Not many of them left, huh?
Okay, so we did our job. Where to now? Op success.
yeah, I don't think it is.
Hopefully, we can regroup with the others, but I do not believe that will happen. As you can see when you came in, you were a little too centralized to eat all at once. The fact that some of you survived is good, but we lost too many people. I do not
Who's
think we
that?
can risk grouping up as we have.
Who from yours is left?
Alive is a funny state of words. Most of them, I believe, are fine. There was some separations as people split off to do their own tasks in our objectives, but as far as I'm aware, they are all fine. There are still some of them tidying up loose ends, other strains that we've mostly ignored up to this point.
Oh. So what now? We find them, or do we wait for darkness and emptiness and nothingness to consume the world?
I'm all for darkness.
That down there.
Maybe not that one. I like
Yeah,
this
that
one.
could
And
be-
she kind of gestures to the mausoleum, which is probably pitch black because there's no light.
Yes.
Well, this is still ground zero. There's still a lot of investigation to do here. That ziggurat, I believe, that was spotted in the middle of the city, is still likely the source of the infections.
So
If
blow
we
it up like you blew
continue-
up the other city.
I hope I do not need to explain that the nuke really was not a good idea, and we were on a time limit. This time the nuke may be slightly more effective, simply due to us being in the physical world, but I would not count on its effectiveness.
So
Well, as comfortable as I am in here, we should probably not be in here anymore if we want to do anything.
Say again? Sorry, I think my Discord cut out.
As comfortable as I am in here in the dark, we probably don't want to stay in here because there's nothing else to do.
Perhaps.
I don't know what time it is. I'm kind of allergic to the sun, you see.
I'm gonna reach into my pocket and pull out a phone to check the time.
It reads 8 p.m.
Gonna double check I'm in the right time zone.
Yes. There's still enough cell signal where your phone's able to, just grab date time.
It's not a very deep mausoleum.
Well, the part you're in isn't deep.
Yeah.
It is the beginning of the night. You should not worry. 8
Oh, good.
p.m. Plenty of time. Plenty of darkness. Now, I don't believe they build doors onto these places.
So, who's feeling strong?
Röslein flexes her scrawny arms.
I feel like this is the time to
Very
mention something. I'm glad that we finally ended up underground because I remember somebody took drill attachments.
Yeah, I did. I burrowing. I could leave. I don't trust the child to dig our way out, so I'm gonna do it myself. So
Finally,
yeah,
draws. Yeah.
I will activate part of demon form to drill out.
Go ahead and give
Out.
me that very minor compromise roll.
I don't even remember what the roll is. Do you remember? It's based on cover, isn't it? Right.
Probably.
The strength of the cover is a part of it, I think.
Is it dark enough that none of us can see what he's doing? Or is... Because I know we have...
what I'm doing.
Suppose we could guess once you start digging.
Well, that
I mean-
and you have night vision.
Night vision, yes, but not pure darkness vision, yeah? Night vision
I
still
could
requires
also-
light, right?
I could just pull out like some C4. We could blow our way out.
There's nowhere for us to go.
I feel like that's a worse idea. Bring on the drills, my friend. Give me that.
Well, actually, if he still got his phone out, then there's a little bit of light, so yeah, I could see.
You have just finished listening to this week's episode of the Contagion Chronicle, The World Plague, the conclusion to the Domain Gaming's Contagion Anthology, written and told by Wyverian. A special thanks to you, the listener, and if you wish to continue supporting us, subscribe, like, and share. As always, comments are welcomed. Until the next chapter, don't stop asking yourself, what is this plague that invades both body and mind?